Good evening, everybody. Matt Geary here for Geek Pride's Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign, The Legend of Our Sacrifice. With me tonight, as always, we have Conrad as Arno Jerkel.
Hello.
Michael as Tharval Eldon.
Good evening.
Wes as Valashil Nostius.
Hey, everyone.
Lecky as Bartholomew Pringle.
Hello.
Mark as Lance.
Well met, young Dungeoneers.
And Danny as Glandra Rivenstar.
Hi.
Right, so, a bit of catch up in because Wesley was not with us last week, so we will give you a quick update on what's been going on and what's happening. I also have a dream sequence for Danny from last week, so we will do some backwards retcon. Well, not retconning. I will tell the story. I'll tell you yours as well, Valashil, because you weren't around to hear it. So I will give you both them, so you have a sort of a bit of a background.
I'm wanting goosebumps.
Well, yeah, I think it's slightly. I personally got some of the feels when I was writing it and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see.
I got goosebumps from Mike's, so hopefully I'll get goosebumps from my own.
We'll see. But anyway, so you've let me put you on to Lewis, and I will put some. What's he? Is he singing to himself?
Yeah, it's that the start of the games that go like, what's that song? No, Rian.
Oh, right.
He sings that every time.
Rian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bush, you are here. So if this map looks different from the last one that you saw, Valashil, that's because your mind has been corrupted. And
Me? Corrupt?
But was it both of you, or was it Valashil and Bartholomew?
I think Val was okay.
Oh yeah, Val was okay. Yeah, so that's right. It wasn't. It was Arno. So it was basically Arno, Valashil. Yeah, Arno and Bartholomew failed their wisdom checks, and basically we need to go and deal with this witch pretty quickly. Tharval, Valashil basically said, look, we should maybe go and check out the apothecary. Who's providing medicine for the villagers and stuff. They begrudgingly accept to do this and deal with the witch afterwards. They go. Was it prior to the apothecary that you tried to push him off a bridge?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was on the way.
Yeah. So on the way,
I tried to slap him, tried to push him off a bridge into the water.
I basically rolled every single save against everything Tharval did, and I've maintained concentration on this whatever godforsaken charm.
Arno hasn't been touched.
He walked away like, fuck's sake.
yeah. So he took a strop and ran off, and he took himself off. So Bartholomew sort of kind of went with him. So Valashil, Tharval decided to double down and try and slap Bartholomew, which I don't think worked initially. And then you did manage to get him eventually off the bridge. Because Sir Tharval and Valashil would have seen the place for what it was, or at least what it's supposed to be. Bartholomew falls into water, gets a bit of a cold shock, kind of starts to slowly realize that their surroundings around him are slightly different. They take themselves off to the apothecary. They ask for some of the potion that was sort of the pollet that's been given around, and you realize that there's nasty stuff in there, and it's pretty much it's a potion that sort of helps to manipulate people's brains and minds and things. More suggestible, yeah. You also, Bartholomew.
Duty.
Yeah, Bartholomew Bartholomew also realized that as he was leaving, when he sort of looked back, he saw that the what was the name of the apothecary? What did we call him?
Brian.
Brian the apothecary. Brian the apothecary wasn't what he seemed either, and he had this very sort of kind of jagged toothed grin on his face before it flickered back into the sort of smiley, friendly looking apothecary that he was previously. So you've sort of made your way back from that, and are deciding, are you going to carry on into town, follow Arno, or are you going to go back to the apothecaries and, Bartholomew, I think, was to show what's going on. In the meantime, Lance has tried on numerous occasions to knock sense into Galandra, who basically wasn't having any of that sense knocked into her, and unfortunately Gregor was there to try and sort of
so hard not playing like meta the whole way through that damn episode.
And so, long story short, Galandra's had her sort of dream. She's being charmed, or at least sort of kind of under the current spell as it is, and is decided she needs to go.
She wasn't charmed, but she knocked herself out, and then.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
I
it.
was
Yeah,
fine.
she was. That's right. She knocked herself out.
Failed I tried to punch someone again.
She tried to headbutt me, and that won.
Yeah, that's
And
it. Yes,
yeah.
right. That's right. You did. Yes.
I got a really
Tried to headbutt a halfling.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. She did. She tried to headbutt the halfling and then got a crit fail. Sort of headbutted the table,
The floor.
and then ended up being carried upstairs by Lance and Gregor. And then Lance tried to basically snap her out of it when she came to, and failed. Broke a cabinet in the process. Galandra's basically stormed out and went, right, we're going to deal with this witch. So she's gone off. You've bumped into a very angry Arno, who's basically saying that Tharavol's tried to throw him and who's tried to hurt him and stuff, and something weird's going on with that man. And so they've gone off with Selena and Lance and Gregor to try and deal with the witch. They've got through the forest. They've walked through, found this sort of small hamlet, and they've turned around and they've seen this hideous looking hag behind them. The hideous looking hag. Oh, sure, I'll put you onto that.
Arno and Galandra saw that.
Yeah, Arno and Galandra saw a hideous hag, sort of there. Screaming at them, whereas Lance saw a very familiar face in this, in that it was, what's her name?
Yutunda.
Yeah, Yutunda. So you've got Yutuda Uluni, who, for all of you who have been here from the very start, will know that she is somebody who has popped up now and again. So Lance recognizes her as not a threat. Unfortunately, with the sort of some honeyed whispers in his ear, Arno has let go an eldritch blast at her, and Galandra has followed suit and fired a guiding bolt, and so initiated combat at this long-time ally of the party.
Not anymore.
Right, so
Which I wouldn't have done if I wasn't under a fucking charm.
yes, okay,
I
so
I tried to get
So
around it.
Gregor is now charging as well, isn't he?
yeah.
Oh,
So what we're going to do is we've got the two sort of the stories. Well, I did Val's last week, but I'll do it because Wes is here so he can hear it, and then I'll finish off with Galandra's as well. Apologies for you if you've heard this already for Val's, but just trying to tick all the boxes. So right, Val, your dream, which you passed your wisdom test after getting it, but I will do it now.
He only rolls high and passes when he's not present.
Yeah. All right.
You're good
So
otherwise.
we will put on. Which one was it? What's it called? It's called Spire. Where is it? It's not that one. Cool. I don't want tavern music. God damn it. Ah, there it is. Right, okay. So, Valashil, you got your story. So, you find yourself in an idyllic village. It's people content in their labours, and children play as the sun hangs low in the sky, casting a warm, golden glow over the tranquil scene. Children laugh as they chase each other through the fields of wildflowers, and villagers go about their daily tasks, smiles radiant on their sun-kissed faces. Birds sing melodious songs, and the scent of blooming flowers fill the air, a picture of serenity. You stroll through the village, exchanging cheerful greetings with the residents, a scene of peace and contentment settled deep within you. A little boy that reminds you of that little scamp Casper hits you with a toy sword and laughs as he runs off, and a woman as beautiful as you've ever seen smiles and winks at you. You know her. Could this be Augury? Your heart races. It is her. She smiles again as you walk towards her. You feel a cold dread wash over you as a shadow flows over the village. Looking up, you see a massive dragon descending from the heavens. Its scales shimmered like obsidian, and its eyes burned with malevolent fury. With a deafening roar, it unleashes a torrent of fiery destruction upon the village, setting homes and crops ablaze. The beast lands in the village, squares its large tail, scything through houses like they were just matchwood. You look back at where Augury stood, and all you see is a bloodied mess, gasping for breath, sadness in her eyes. Anger coursing through your body. You reach for your spear, it's gone. Your shield, it's gone. Your sword, a wooden toy, and you're just a scared little boy. Where's your mother? Your father? They would know what to do. You feel terror coursing through you, and you're rooted to the spot. The dragon lays waste to the village, leaving no homestead standing, no field untorched. Children scream and parents beg for mercy, but it devours them all. You know you will be next, so you pick up your wooden sword and prepare yourself. Its huge mass crashes past you, knocking you off your feet. You think of your family, of what your father would do, and you attack, stabbing at the beast with your surprise. You're surprised to see a sword transmute into steel. Your armor surrounds you, and your spear is on your back. You drive the sword through and pierce the underbelly of the villager's nightmare. It screams in pain. It writhes in agony. You use your wings to stay balanced, and then it stops. Its breathing laboured. You stand on its bulk victorious. Excellent! A voice hisses from behind you. I knew you could do it. Looking back to see who spoke, you see nothing. The winds caress the char stench of the village. You turn back and look upon your victory, but below you lies a woman, your mother. Coughing up blood and wheezing, you recoil in distress. Her eyes wet with tears, her final breath laboured. A laugh sounds in the village, and you awake. Alright. So, that's your dream. Galandra! Your dream.
Like a nightmare, really.
Well, yes, it is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. Galandra. Waking up after a nice sleep, you note the barricade in front of the door is intact, and the only bag in your room is yours. Satisfied that nothing untoward has occurred, bar what seemed to be one too many wines the night before, you make your way downstairs and take a seat, ready for some breakfast. Looking around you, the familiarity and the warmth of this inn brings back nostalgic feelings. A time long ago before the party, before you losing your friends, a time that drink was still your friend. Clunk, a pitcher of some sort, foul-smelling concoction is placed on the table in front of you, breaking you out of your daydream. Get that down, you. We've got a long trip, cleric. The voice, it can't be him. A firm hand pats you on the shoulder as it sits down in front of you. You stare. You must be dreaming. Still, or maybe someone spiked your drink last night. The voice, sorry, oh, we've done that bit, sorry. Is everything alright? Had a few too many already. Lady Galandra, how are we to serve the Lord Bahamut and enact his divine justice if you can't control your base urges at 8 a.m. in the morning, no less? The man gives you a wry smirk, then nods to the concoction. You'll soon clear you up. Serving girl, come bring me some bread, some cheese, please. We've got to be on our way. You stand up from your chair, nearly knocking it down on the floor. Move in front of him. Now, my lady Glandra. Not now, please. I'm still getting over the injuries from our last fight. He's barely finished his last word when you hug him. You hug him long and you hug him hard. You feel like you never want to let it go. You died, you say with tears in your eyes. I saw it. I tried to help you. You're pissed, aren't you? The man says with partial shock and a partial amusement. Can't say I've ever been known you to be this, well, affectionate. If it was a dream, I think it was a dream, my lady. Just that, the whole thing. Brought on by the darkness, she who shall not be named, as he spits on the ground at the thought. Placed inside you placed inside you, but fear not. We will avenge you and your family and remove it. Justice will be done in this name, and you will be free. Sit down now. Tell me your dreams. It's been a long time since you cried. Indeed, I think it came only count on one hand the times that you did. You let him go, and you sit back in the chair opposite him. The bread and cheese is brought, and both of you eat. You drink the green liquid, which, while despite horrid stench and a rancid taste, is surprisingly helpful. Your headache leaves you, your sadness recedes, and soon you and he are talking about the trip ahead of you. Your strange dream, what the trip ahead, the party of the people you met, and even your laugh. And even you laugh. Your death, Paladin. Looking up, Salden smiles, but something is wrong. Blood drips from his mouth and eyes. He starts to convulse. He collapses on the floor, bloodied froth coming from his mouth. The crystal in the temple cracks. It flashes red, back to blue, red again, and for every pulse, Salden writhes in pain. I'm here, Salden. Come back to us. You're not alone. I see you. I have you. The darkness does not control you. Burning bright light emanates from you for every inch of your body. You try to waken your friend to rescue him from this nightmare. We are the good forever. Shall be the good. You shout in anguish. My lady, I don't know what's happening to him. Gregor sobs beside the body of his liege. Come back to us, Salden. Fight the light. Fight for the light. You pray more than you've ever prayed before. Silence. Dead silence. The room darkens. The crystal dims. Salden's bloodied eyes open with a gasp of air. And he opens with a gasp of air. You are elated. I gave you a gift, girl. And look what it has brought you. A serpentine voice hisses. Death to our enemies. It laughs. More power for you. This is not what you wanted. For this is always a price for power. You have paid for it well. Your family, your village, your friend here, that pathetic Dreamwalker Ogre, the barbarian, and him. He looks down at a faint, misty hand coiling around Gregor, kneeling before Solden. Not quite now, Calandra, but soon your debt will be paid. You wake up in a cold sweat, and then you pass your wisdom test. There you go. Is that okay?
You're not. You're an ass.
You challenged him. Remember?
Yeah. That was a low blow.
Yes.
Be careful what you wish for.
Right,
Yep.
There we go. For the new guys who don't know what that is, I suggest you go on World Anvil and look up the death of Solden Solitaire, and that will sort of make some sense to you. Right, okay. Job done. Right, so we are back to it. And I will put on some less harrowing dream music and put back.
Yes, please.
Hmm?
Yes, please.
Oh my god, Danny, what's going on?
Having emotions.
Ah, yes. That's what it's all about. Okay, so where are we going to start? I'm going to start with Bartholomew, Valashul, and Tharaval. Bish. So we will stick the sort of this music in. So you've come out of the apothecaries. Bartholomew's seen what he's seen. I can't remember exactly if you'd said anything to them. I think you might have said something to them.
Yeah, I told Farival it was a wrong, and but we should get back to the others rather than try and kick off.
Okay, so is that your plan? Are you making your way back? Is there anything else you want to do?
I think that's what Barty would like to do. It's like just get everyone together in a big, safe huddle.
Valashul, you are obviously aware that everything around here there's something wrong. Your sort of kind of divine senses are sparking off. Bartholomew telling you that there's something wrong in the apothecaries. You can take it as you wish.
Sorry, say that again?
I was saying to Val, it's either of you. What do you want to do? Or do you want to sort of do you want to follow the others, or do you want to follow the others, or do you want to do something else in the village?
I think from last week, basically, well, I know Barty and Tharaval had sort of agreed on. I think Barty told Tharaval what was going on, or what he saw, and Tharaval believed him, and then basically agreed that they should go and follow the others.
Okay.
We've managed to identify the potion he's selling. Like this, he's got like a cure-all that he's been selling, and it's just some like euphoric mind control drug.
Drugs are bad, kid.
I think we also said that potentially to distribute it, it could be laced in food within the village.
Oh, true.
Okay, so if you're making your way to the others, effectively, then what we'll do is we will do what's happening here, and then I'll roll some dice to see what time if you guys turn up before, during, or after that event. Okay, so we will flick we'll flick onto this. Right. So we need can't remember which one this is. It's not that one. Oh, so many of these things. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. Oh, that would have been a good one actually for the ones. Oh no, should have used
Sounded
that.
like you were about to play us Green Day.
Yeah.
I'd be up for
No.
that.
Ah, fuck. Where's the one I? Ah, no. Has it been deleted? Yeah, that's going to be very annoying.
I bet your PC is like an absolute array of mess, isn't it? Like just folders everywhere, like half tabs open.
No,
God knows what.
to be honest, my computer actually isn't bad. It's the one thing I probably keep cleaner than everything. I can't hear any music at all coming through, so I think I'm just going to restart this and then come back in again. Right. Before I do that, let me put the initiative tracker up.
61-0.
Where is the initiative tracker? Yep, there we go. Okay, so while I jump out of this, can you guys like make sure you click your
Yep.
things and roll initiative for me?
Oh, it's got my fucking character sheet up. Hold on.
That is.
I really want
I'm
to.
at 20 already.
Oh no.
Ow. Yeah, I'm just behind the curve.
Okay.
Time with it. What's going on with that 25 initiative?
1.11. We've got like
Yeah.
two opposite ends of the scale now.
Jesus.
Where's my character sheet?
Leading from the back.
There it is.
Okay.
Mid-range.
Then I will roll for the hag / Ntunda.
I want to
Matuda.
change my little person to some of those AI pictures that D&D thing rolled out because they're pretty fucking good.
Oh, well, you can't do it.
Yeah, they were.
Send it over. Send me a picture you want, and I can
red hair and all sorts.
I can do that for you. Right. Okay. Let me roll her initiative. Okay.
It's been a long time since I've seen that name on initiative.
Yep. So she is not overly there. So we will do that. So that's pretty much what we had as it was anyway, wasn't it? So you guys shot.
What about Gregor? Sir Gregor?
Oh yeah.
Sir Gregor?
As usual, everyone forgets Gregor.
No. Sir Gregor. I haven't even put his fucking. That's why I haven't forgotten about him. I've even forgot to. 1 minute. I'll just do this. Stick this on. Gregor. Oh, he's actually on his thing. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. His. That being said, your initiative. Yeah, he's like there, and Selena, who's on the right, is going to stay out of combat, I think. Right.
Shock.
So we have got everybody in order. Oh, I've got loads of people in there. I've got Bartholomew and stuff in here. Let me check that out. So you got Arno. Then we should have Galandra.
Arno doesn't seem to have a name.
What?
Oh yeah, I haven't clicked on their. I think you can click on the things and put names, but it's do that. Stick nameplate. There you go. Save. Galandra nameplate. Doosh. Gregor.
Langalandra.
Langrelandra. Oh, his nameplate is there. Right.
You need to deal some initial damage to that beastly hag.
I am going to do such a thing. In fact, your first blast actually doesn't hit her. Her AC is higher than that. The second, though Galandra's guiding bolt does. So that's that. Have we got everybody in order who should be? You can take that.
It was
out.
higher than 18. Okay.
Yeah, I started her up today, so she has.
I want to make a call here. I want to use Shadow Martyr.
Oh no. Lecky's just put on the group chat that his elderly neighbour's just fallen over, so he's gone over to help her. So it might be a while.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Well, not quite cool, Matt. Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, so let's see. So what is this? You can make your echo throw itself in front of an attack directly at another creature. Is that a reaction?
It says before the attack roll is made, you can use your reaction to teleport the echo. So
okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you are teleporting your echo in front of the guiding bolt.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Let me try and get some music on here.
So my echo only has 1 hit point, but it just means I can't do that again until I've done a short rest.
Right. Okay. So does it obliterate? Does it take all the damage? How does it work?
Yeah. It hits and negates the hit.
Okay.
Basically, whatever damage you roll is just it's going to destroy it because it only has 1 hit point. I can remanifest it, but I can't Shadow Martyr again with it.
Okay,
until
so
I had a short rest.
Okay, so Galandra sort of kind of fires her bolt at Intunda, and she and then Lance basically casts his self in front of the blast.
Can you not only use that if you already have an echo out?
No, it says. Oh, it just says teleport the echo. It doesn't say whether I've manifested it or not.
Yeah, you can make your echo throw itself in front. So I'm assuming you can only use it if you
so
have
that
an
won't
echo
work.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll give her damage then. That's fine. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Okay, so that is 12 damage.
This will be remembered at the revolution, Comrade. This will be remembered.
Okay.
Shoot her.
Right. So it is her. The hag sort of seems Lance, you seeing Yutunda seems completely shocked by the attack from Galandra. She pulls her bow and she fires a shot. Everything 1 minute. Let me just roll her. That's not it. That's control, Matt. That's not shift.
It occurs to me that Intunda doesn't seem to actually be on the map. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, she's at the bottom. Yeah. Okay, so she okay, she throws an attack at Selena and does
11 damage.
11 damage onto Selena. Selena, you see this arrow flying over your head. In fact, actually, bear with me 1 minute, because I just need to check something, because she's behind you. That being said, she's behind Jerkle, so he's not really covering her, because he's small. he's not really a... Yeah, so, okay, so I might give partial cover. Just bear with me 1 minute. I just need to check something.
Height 5'2". Pronouns fee 5 hofa.
5'2". It's not that small.
Yep, okay, no, it still hits. Okay, so it hits, the arrow comes like this blazing light.
I'm only 3 foot tall, by the way.
Say it again?
I'm only 3 foot tall.
Yeah, so
you had lifts in your shoes.
yeah. So it flies over and hits hits Selena square in the arm. You hear this sort of shriek. Lance, you hear a shriek and a curse. Arno and Galandra, you hear a lady in pain as having been shot by the hag's witch bolt that's come through. So she there. Okay, Sir Gregor. He stays put with behind Lady Galandra. Back to Arno. Give me a. In fact, actually, Berth, 1 minute. Let me roll some dice here for the other ones to see where they are coming in or not.
Other ones?
The
Rest of the party.
The rest of the party.
Oh, right, okay.
So, okay, I'm gonna roll. Well, yes, okay, and that 20 will do it. Right. So Tharaval. Oh, this is gonna get interesting, actually. Yeah. All right. Okay. Right, so let me just get your characters. Oh crap. Here.
You keep them in a special place, extra safe.
That's NPCs. That is bad guys. PCs. There we go. So we want Tharaval. Then we want Bartholomew, and then we want Val, and I need to put your token things on here, so let's do that. Steam.
This is still on 40 territory.
What's happening?
I was just watching the game 68-0 at the minute, but Nubia got a red card.
Right. Can you control yourself there, Valashul? Are you able to control your character?
Where?
I haven't given you sight. That's right. I need to give you sight.
I can just about see Val at the bottom there in the right.
Yeah, sorry. I need to give you sight.
Oh, the fuck?
And go.
Where's he going?
Right.
Hi.
I'll give Bartholomew vision, and I will give.
Am I rolling a bit initiative as well? Yeah.
Yeah, roll me in your initiative as well.
I can roll.
And give Bartholomew templates.
5.
Welcome back.
Oh.
And then we need. Oh crap! We don't want that. We want that.
Can you get given anything higher than a red card?
And then Tharval.
Something given higher than red card. Like, you get a red card for the game, but like,
Mute.
can you get like a disciplinary or something for that horrid? Right.
Talking sports. Sports ball.
Well, the red card for Namibia was a disgusting tackle.
Okay.
Like worst one of the World Cup at the minute. Like the guy's gonna have to check for concussion. He's that bad.
Oh shit. Right. Can you control your characters? If you can, you should be at the bottom there, and give me a initiative check. I mean, sorry, give me an initiative check. Give me initiative rolls, if you haven't done already.
Oh, back in a slate.
Can you just say back in a sec?
Okay. We need one for Bart because he's not around, does he? So I'll do his.
Yeah, he's out. Oh, I think I get one.
Right. Okay. So it's going to go.
Oh.
You, Arno. So you sort of give me a perception check first.
Go on.
Fuck.
8.
Right.
That was like a.
Okay,
Nah,
so-
you fuck having a run. Get
Right,
back
enough,
over here.
enough rugby. You're playing D&D.
I'm doing both.
Right. Okay. So, you don't sort of notice it. You do hear sort of in the corner of your ear what sounds like more sort of like screaming. It's quite sort of it's quite faint, but it's horrific. It doesn't sound out. It doesn't sound like it's of this world.
Oh. Oh, babe, ruffles.
Would my mind still be focused on this hag
Yes.
then, and think that it's originating, that she's controlling this, basically?
Is she?
Well,
yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Selena. But
no.
Oh, I thought you'd be like, oh
Yeah,
my
so
god, my love.
you're gonna carry on doing as you would do, I guess. You hear that sound, but you've got somebody who is this this fiendish beast in front of you. You haven't noticed the other part. You haven't noticed the rest of the party.
All right. Well, shit. If I'm just gonna have to use the highest level spell that I know, won't I? Can you get this woman to roll a dex save, please?
Are you manifesting bunny rabbits?
Nope. I'm casting Fireball.
You're
Oh,
casting.
good god.
You're casting Fireball. Okay.
I am.
First fireball in a long time.
It's a dex save, dex 21.
By the way, actually, have you, Lance? What did you do?
I hadn't done anything because I was going to do one thing and we kind of skipped over it when we realised it wasn't working.
Oh, right. Okay. So you need to do you haven't had your turn yet, have you?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So sorry, Lance. You need to have your go, and then you can have your go, and then you'll go on to the things. So I
And
forgot
then
we skipped.
fireball.
Yeah, so I'm going to manifest my avatar, my echo,
Yeah.
as one action.
Yeah.
And then I am going to. Let's have a look what I've got here. I am going to spring forward and throw myself in front of Arno.
Okay, so that is going to destroy. There's no point in me putting the thing up because it's just going to get destroyed again. Okay, so
No,
Nobody
it's not
are
my-
doing that knowing that
No,
you're
it's
going
not my
to
echo.
get fucking
No,
fireballed.
Okay,
He's
My
throwing
echo-
himself in front
yeah.
of me.
I manifested the echo.
Yeah.
But then I threw myself, my actual self, in front of Arno.
all right, because does
Oh my
your
God.
echo need concentration?
I think once it's manifested, it stays manifested until I put it away.
Right.
It doesn't
Okay.
mention needing concentration.
Okay. Alright. Trying to find something that'll be worth a token for you. 1 minute. I'm just going to give its blue thing here. Yeah, okay, so this is your echo. Whereabouts you putting it?
Over near Tinder.
How far can you cast it?
I think 30 feet you can go. Memory.
So 30 feet is here. You're going to put it there. I'm assuming you're going to put it sort of in the way of...
Yeah, interposing.
Okay, so it's there.
And then I throw myself there.
Do you take
Alright.
more fire damage because you're made of wood or no?
Well, no, because I've got ceramic elemental.
Well, I'm not going to cast Fireball now, am I? If he's stood right there.
Kind of the point, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's his turn before mine. So now it's my turn. So
It
now
is
I
your
need to
turn,
do
yeah.
it. I will. Like.
Fireball!
Lance, move out of the way!
No, this is not what you think it is. You are being deceived, and
You are
cannot
the
let
one
you
that's
do this.
deceived. It's the hag.
Galandra, stop attacking Utenda.
I'm going to use my halfling nimbleness and just walk through Lance's legs and to the side, and then cast Fireball.
And I'm going to sacrifice my I'm going to do my Shadow Martyr then.
That's fine. Does your Echo need to roll a dex save or not?
It just throws itself in the way and takes it.
Okay.
It just says I cancel out the. Effectively, it just says you cancel out the attack.
All right. Let me roll the damage then.
Well, actually, it says the attack is made against your Echo, so in theory, I can do a dex save because it may still miss me.
My eyes will widen when Lance shouts, "Stop attacking you, Thunder," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
So I'd say I saved unless I get advantage.
Where are you throwing your Echo? At what point of the fireball?
So I put the Echo out there. Yep.
Yeah.
Before I moved.
Yeah.
And if you scroll up, it says, before the attack roll is made, I can use my reaction to teleport the Echo to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the targeted creature. The attack roll that triggered the reaction is instead made against your Echo.
Okay, so your Echo teleports 5 foot in front of Uland or whatever.
Yeah, so effectively it bounces out.
Okay, but the fireball radius is 20 feet, so it would still hit her and destroy your Echo. So, Tunda takes 43 fire damage.
I haven't rolled their dex yet.
Yeah, but she
What the
doesn't
fuck is a
take a dex
barbarian
save
paragon?
because it hits his.
Yeah,
his
it was targeted on my guy.
I know, but they still have. It's still a dex save for with everybody in the sphere. Everybody's taking damage has to take a dex save. Okay, so let me just do their dex then.
What the fuck's barbarian paragon?
Why? What have I done? Is there
It
something?
says Barbarian Paragon instead of Bartholomew Pringle.
Oh shit! That shouldn't be the case. That was somebody else. What? Does it? No, it doesn't.
It says barbarian paragon.
It says
No,
Bartholomew
it's
Pringle.
Barbarian Paragon.
On the turn order, it says Barbarian Paragon.
And on his nameplate.
Okay, that's
On his
odd.
nameplate for me, it says Bartholomew Pringle.
What? Mine says Barbarian.
Wait a minute.
Oh wait,
this
no, on
ta-
his name. Oh, on his token. Yeah, you're right. He does.
Yeah, this token. Yeah.
Okay, that's odd. That's very odd. Very odd.
What did you do, Matt? What did you do?
I have.
You've got the right
Oh
initials.
yeah, because it's in the B's. It's just Bartholomew Pringle. There we go. Bartholomew Pringle. There you go. All right.
Complete fail.
So, Yutuda, she's going to do a dex save.
Also, I don't know if anybody else is, but Arno's thing isn't in my turn order neither.
Is it?
Not in,
yeah,
not in my
I've
face.
disappeared. You deleted me from the turn order, Matt.
No, you're here. My turn order. It's odd. Why have you not? You're my one.
No, I don't see
The
it.
highest on mine is Barty's at 2016.
Yeah, me too.
Roll your initiative again, Arno, and then I'll add you in and change it to 23.
It was 25.
It says 20. Oh, was it 25? It says 23 here on my one.
No, it was 25.
Not that it really matters. Your first, irrespective of the 23 or the 25.
Oh, and now it's a 24. No, it's a 19.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say
whatever.
it's 19. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So let's stick. So are you on there now? You are. Okay. So let's stick that to 23.
25.
20.
Yeah, 25.
25. Take this one off. Rejig. There we go.
Awesome. All right.
Right.
So she failed the deck save, so it's 43 fire damage. Lance's echo gets destroyed, and
The building catches fire.
Oh, we've done this before. For fuck's sake.
yeah, it spreads around corners. So if that door is open, the flames will have gone inside the building.
No. So
And-
let me just do some measuring here. So 20. So it's 20 from here.
It's 20-foot radius. Yeah.
So yeah. So
Is there any kids in that freaking thing? Because last time we did fireball, I'm pretty sure we almost killed kids. So.
Right, so yeah, so it's basically, it doesn't hit any of those guys, but it basically sets fire to some of the trees. It starts setting fire to the house behind. Yutuda, she takes damage.
What damage did she take from
what's your
my guardian bolt before?
She took 12 damage, I think, or something along those lines. Okay.
Well, what's the plus 17? I still don't get this fucking thing. 5 years down the line, it still confuses me.
Yeah, she took 12 damage from you, 12 radiant from you, and now she's taken 43 fire from me.
So she is on.
I need to use higher level fucking spells. Like, why do I keep using
So
my first level ones?
that's 60 damage. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so let's take this out because it's right. So we have Bartholomew. He's not around at the minute, so skip on to Tharaval. Bartholomew can sort of follow suit, I guess.
I will, as a bonus action, I will give Galandra Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh.
So I'm not sure what I'm not sure what Bartholomew would do. To be fair, he doesn't know.
Well, they would have just seen a massive ball of fire engulf the path in front of them, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, I also need to maybe put some. I'll just do some scrolls on here. I'm not even. Oh, I've got some. We've got fire. Okay, building's on fire. Lance's echo has disappeared. You, after you hit the building, you hear more of those screams, those horrible screams.
What does it make me do? Do I like turn around? What do I know the origin of these screams?
The screams come from the direction of where the fire's coming from.
Okay. Are they like ghastly screams or are they like innocent screams?
Well, you hear them as ghastly screams.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. There might be more inside.
For Tharval, you can do your thing. Your measuring stick's still up, by the way, for some reason. I don't know why.
I beg your
No,
pardon.
here it is.
Sorry about the sports talk, but France just broke a record. Most points in the World Cup.
Game.
Sorry.
I am
We
going
know.
to turn off this. I'm going to turn off.
All-time record. Sorry, not just World Cup.
It's just I'm pretty sure it's just.
I'm going to turn off dynamic light because it's just annoying. There we go.
Let's see. Everybody's in the way.
Right, so you would have come up. You would have walked up this road. You will notice as you've just come walking up, this fireball sort of kind of erupts. You would have seen it hitting the Echo of Lance. You would have seen it hitting, somebody you know. You see Yatuda being hit by this fireball. The tree probably will obscure where that fireball's come from who you can see, basically. You won't know where. You'll just seen a fireball coming in that direction and somebody you know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I move to there, am I going to see everybody?
Yeah, you'll see everybody in front of you, yeah.
What do I see as far as what's her face is concerned? Do I see a hag? Do I see?
No, you see Yatudas because you're not currently under the spell.
No,
the
other one. What's her name? The one who's got
Selena.
Arno.
Selena, you still see Selena, but Yatuda you see as she is. You do hear children screaming from the building behind you.
For fuck's sake, fucking fireball! Always with the kids.
That's barbecue kids.
Apparently.
I'm gonna shoot Selena because she's a bitch.
Oh. Okay.
Can I do that?
You can shoot. You can shoot at her. Yeah. Lance is in the way, so it's going to get probably a +2 to your AC.
I get
Am I in the
advantage on. I get advantage on rolls if she's not taking a turn in combat.
Okay.
I'm not in the.
You're in the way of her from
Okay,
his
would have been
from his
over.
direction.
I
Yeah.
know, wouldn't it?
Okay, so let's go for sneak attack, dread ambusher, hunter's mark.
Toggle.
Yep, I'll leave the lightning arrow because if I hit, then that means it hits all yous as well.
So can what can Tharival see? Can he just does Selena still look like Selena? I know this is meta, but
She does look like Selena. Yes.
right, okay.
I just don't like her.
Something tinky.
She's gaslighting my friend.
Actually, before you shoot
Anna's
at
very
her,
quiet.
I want you to justify to me why you think she's.
Without meta.
Yeah, you've got to sort of as a character. Why would you shoot at her?
Okay. Let's think this through. So, we know
What
that
Tharival knows.
we know that the sort of villages or town is under a spell by a witch. We have suspicions that things are not what they seem, and we have seen that Selena has sort of how she's treated Arno. It's all very good, but at the same time, we've also sort of picked up that there's something not quite right about her. And she has, from what we've been told, that there's always they sort of, the witches kind of use people's minds to draw their attention away from themselves, and they're supposed to be disguise themselves as being, well, something that they are not. Very sort of beautiful and stuff like that.
I would
And
argue
she's got
that
hair
you.
in her
I
arm.
would. I would argue that you know that there is a substance that manipulates people and makes them sort of more pliable.
But we all basically, he doesn't know this. Like for all as far as he's concerned, he's just going off a suspicion.
Taking a shot in the dark or fire.
All right, I will give you. Roll me. Okay, roll me a persuasion. So you're basically persuading yourself to shoot this person on a hunch.
Arguing with my inner voice.
Well, yeah, because I think arguably there's going to be two schools of thought on it. Because in the end, you've been told that there's this substance in it that sort of manipulates people, and obviously then you've got this other hunch.
13, Nambi, just got a yellow.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So you the hawk side wins, and you loose an arrow at Selena.
Okay. So she gets a +2.
She'll get a +2.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
And I've got advantage.
See, he's against us all.
Yeah. So
Oh dear.
Well, hold on. Wait, hold on.
fighting style.
Where's...
Plus
Why
2.
is it?
He rolled a 2. That's a miss.
Fight
Why
style.
is it not?
Yeah.
Try that again.
Yeah, only literally with a 2. There's no modifier or anything.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Fucking hell.
It's definitely a hit.
Yeah. And
Okay.
33 damage.
Right. So you loose an arrow and it hits her in the other arm. You hear this horrible scream. So all of you, so Galandra and Arno, give me a wisdom check.
And Gregor.
Check or save?
Sorry, wisdom save.
Save.
And Gregor.
Come on, this is my freaking.
Oh my! I rolled 6. Oh my!
Can't see.
Um,
Jesus Christ.
I am
Why is everyone getting
unfucking
these
charmed.
numbers?
give me because she's give me another roll. Give me a wisdom save with because you've only given me one. You can have advantage on it.
Not 20, baby.
Oh.
Poking up holes and she loses control.
Yeah. So you hear
sounded
this
so
sort of shrieking, and you turn around, and behind you, ceases to be sorry, in front of you ceases to be a hag, but a tall Amazonian warrior with a shield and like sort of kind of feathers in her hair, sort of kind of down in a stance. You have behind you, you hear this sort of screaming sound, and
Is Tharavel still pointing a bow and arrow at me?
Is there still screaming coming from the little house?
that's the wrong. Is this the right one? Shouldn't
Yeah, we'll
be.
just bypass the fact that we're killing kids again.
That's the wrong one. Bear with me a minute.
At the moment, we're not killing them, we're just warming them up rather vigorously.
Little bros before hoes.
I like that.
Bros
Via,
before hoes is fucking stupid.
somebody's breathing very
But
heavily
little
into
bros
their
before
microphones.
hoes is perfect sense.
No, I was just meaning the general bros before hoes terms. Fucking stupid.
It's, we want. He's in the wrong
It's
thing.
not the way forward. You have no bros.
He's now a bugbear for some reason. He's not meant to be a bugbear. He's meant to
You
be.
have a hoe.
What is happening with roll 20 today? It's so weird.
Is it with Roll20 or is it with Matt?
No, it's definitely roll 20. Or is he?
That's what Matt would say, though.
That does not look like a bugmare. A Grey Walker mage. What? Vegelwalker Archmage.
A Veil Walker Archmage. Though you don't know that for some reason the name title won't come off. So, but you do know that he's a Veil Walker. So that is currently privileged information
Yeah.
that you do not know.
He's a Veil Walker
Oh,
walking about with
fuck off
arrow
with
in his
your
arm.
Both arms.
Why didn't you
Holy
shoot
shit,
him in the
oh,
knee, Tharival? Would have been so much funnier.
Because you'd have got in the way.
Okay, so you see behind you, and you see this sort of kind of pale-skinned, sort of jagged-toothed, tall being, sort of holding his arm at this sort of this thing. You also got Galandra. You also turn behind you, and Gregor is no longer. And there's another one standing behind you.
Oh my.
It was all a lie.
Surprise!
Surprise, motherfucker!
Out of the meta and into the fire.
Yeah, fucking shitbag.
That's not to say dreams can't come true, Galandra. I'm just saying. Okay, so
That's where you live, Matt.
Tharival's-
That's where you live.
have you got any more shots coming your way?
I do. I've got 3. Well, not 3 more, but I
It's
got
like on
3.
the beat.
One of 3, yeah.
So Dread Ambusher is off, Sneak Attack is off, Mark.
You're breathing
stays
really
there.
heavily into your microphone.
Me?
Yes, you're going.
Sorry, Tom's sending me properties from Australia and they're getting me really excited.
That's a miss.
And set last one.
That is definitely a hit, but only what? Only 9 damage?
Wow.
It's his first round. Oh, hold on. Let's see what's going on there. Yeah, 2 plus 5 plus 2 for the It's mainly his first round of attack.
Oh,
where
what
he
do we
does
say about that
lots of damage.
second? What's that second number? Do you get the 2 or do you get the 7 or you get both?
Yes, the second number is the actual damage. The first number is just the hunter's mark.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So 9, and then you've
So
got.
and the first one is because it's 27 because you get the sneak attack, the hunter's mark, and dread ambusher all included.
Okay, so you've got a total of. What's that? 9 plus 27 is 36. 42. 42 damage, alright.
The answer.
Okay. Right, so that is Tharival. I need to roll initiative on these guys.
Oh, actually. So let's see. I just want to check one more thing. Where is it? Where is my?
He pulled a nuclear weapon out of his bag and strapped it to that first arrow, right?
Where's my?
That's like
Oh, assassinate.
500
You're deadless when you get the drop in your enemies. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised or is a critic. Is it surprised?
I would say it's surprised, yeah.
So any hit is a critical hit.
Oh my.
Ooh.
So that means for the first hit, I get to roll all those damage dice again.
Okay, cool.
So hold on. So critical hit. So it's basically, yeah, it's just all damage dice, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, right. So let's figure this out. How many damage dice do they get? So
Would you
get
get sneak
46
attack
plus
though,
1d8.
on the first attack?
sneak attack
46.
is
1d8, 1d6.
46, 1d8, 1d6.
But would you have had sneak attack on the first attack?
Yeah.
Like, were you hidden?
Well, no, because
He ran
it's.
out of
Get
line, so he
advantage. I get advantage if somebody who is close to it,
Yeah, but
within 5 meters.
yeah, that's your ally. But me and Galandra were not
Galandra's
your
trying to
allies in
next
that
it.
moment.
Well, of course you're still allies. I wasn't attacking you.
Hmm. Yep, go
It's
for it.
basic-
More
it's,
damage, better.
Right. So what was it? 46.
4d6,
1d8.
5d6. So 5d6 and 1d8 for the first part, and then 1d8 plus 5.
You don't get the +5 though, so it'll just be
Okay.
14
That
damage.
was fine.
5d6, 5d6 plus 2d8 on top of.
Yeah.
So 30.
Oh, nice.
You double hits.
Okay. Rangers are
And then-
overpowered.
It's only on the first attack, and then I get. So is that just for the first attack we've done, or is that for everything?
That's the first attack.
So the second one missed. The third one will be a d6 and
D6
a
and a d8.
d6 and a d8. So d6 and a d8.
Okay. Okay.
Another 5.
Applesauce, bitch.
All right. Okay. Fair dues. Right. Bartholomew, I guess, is going to sort of move up. I'm not sure what. I'll stick him there for the time being. I'm not sure what he'll want to do. We have got Galandra.
You're on mute.
Galandra.
No, yeah,
Oh,
I was on mute because I was talking properties. So I obviously can see these guys behind me now, right? As like
You can. You see them standing right behind you.
The veil hath been lifted from your eyes.
thank fuck. I was sick of playing meta. Okay, so I've got like really long range shit, but fuck. Nope. What's that
You
one?
could just twat one of them, you know.
Yeah, I feel like you've not changed the stats on my freaking sword for ages, so it doesn't actually do a lot of damage. My sword now compared to everybody.
You're not a damage dealer though.
Yeah,
You're a
well,
You've got spells, so I think you are a healer technically. But yeah, I will sort of increase some of your sword and stuff like that.
Like Tharaval saying, "I don't heal very well."
I think we established pretty early on that I was like a battle mage that didn't really give a shit about healing. It was more just like,
A battle medic.
yeah, I'll maybe just patch some people up on the way, but I'll fucking charge at the same time.
She heals you by virtue of stopping the other person hurting you by beating the shit out of them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna put on. I'm just gonna put on this. Are they next to me? How close are you guys? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put on this and try and be kind of clericy, I suppose.
It's been so long she's forgotten how.
Or of purity.
I know. I'm
uh,
used to looking at attack spells. I'm actually like looking through the ones that benefit people now. Like
Until the spell ends, the aura moves you can center on each creature in the aura, including you, can't become diseased, has resistance to poison damage, and has advantage saving throws against effects that cause any falling, caution, blinded, charmed, feat. Okay, cool. Yep.
Rah.
Okay, is that your go then? So we're moving on to the I will put them last because they've come in late. So we will do Yutunda, or Yutuda. She turns and says, "The children, and she starts running towards the She starts running towards the door. she sort of she stops there, and sort of the flames sort of kind of push out, and she starts running towards the house to try and get some water. So 1, 2, 3. Over here to try and get so she takes herself off in here to try and get some water to try and put out the fire.
Well, Bartholomew would probably have cast some sort of frost-like spell to quench the flames, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what he's got. Does anybody know what he's got? Let's see what he's got.
Not a clue.
Robes and books.
Let's
books.
check his. Let me just check his spells.
I know he had shape water. Oh, he has frostbite.
Let's see. He's got Wall of Stone, Mage Hand, Frostbite, cast a number. It doesn't seem to have. Shape.
He doesn't have my create water.
He's got shape water, an area of water that you can see. There's no water in that area.
He's got
Oh,
frostbite.
oh.
Frostbite forms the would do stuff. I've seen frostbite used before to put out fires.
Where's Frostbite? Where we are?
It's a cantrip, just a cantrip. But it says you cause the.
You cause
Frost
numbing
go on the
frost to
creature.
torn on one creature that you can see within range. It's not a creature though.
How
No.
far away is that house from me, by the way? Just as
You've got a measurement thing there. You are.
12 squares at 5 feet each, so 60 feet.
okay.
So I just want to start running.
Okay. So.
Wait, Matt. He's got warding wind. It extinguishes unprotected flames in its area that are torch size or smaller.
It's
Well,
not.
torch
It's definitely not torch sized. It might actually increase the flames if you use sort of
Yeah.
too much wind on that. Yeah.
What if I dispel magic if if the fireball's been cast?
No, because it's just
Is it
set fire. It's
magic
just
fire or
fire.
is it
It's
just
just
fire?
fire now. Yeah. Val, we're gonna give you
Just fire.
your go, and
Okay.
See what you got, big guy?
Yeah, done not much to be fair. Is that a window on the left side of the building that's
yeah,
on fire?
that's yes, it is. It's a window.
Can
There's
I
a door. There's a door in the.
blast through the window?
There is a door in the south there.
Nah, I'm not going around the house. I'll just go through the window.
Hmm.
True hero.
It's.
Is it big enough for me to fit through?
No, I don't think it is.
Alright, so
Takes
I've
out half
moved
the
there.
wall.
You
What
go
he's
up to the
doing.
window and you see in the corner of the room a group of children huddled around the fire. They're sort of kind of in the fireplace. It's not lit, but they're sort of kind of trying to stay away from the fire, from the flames.
Alright.
So would he be able to see the door in the back wall now?
Yeah, you'll see it. You see the door.
Alright, so I'll run around to the door and try and open it.
Yeah. Give me a strength check.
I was just gonna try the handle first.
It's closed. It is
Is it
locked.
locked? Is it locked?
It's locked.
Fuck. Right, I cast fireball on the door.
God. What could possibly
Right, it's
go
a
wrong?
strength check. Okay. What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? You hit the door and it doesn't budge.
Well, I'm all out of options. Sorry, kids.
Is it sad that when he said I cast fireball, my first thought was that meme that said I didn't ask how big the room is, I said count for cast fireball.
Okay. Right. So it's Lance. It's your go, I guess.
Right, so I'm not going to be able to reach the kids. So I'm going, and yeah, I can see that the others are down there. So I turn towards the injured pale figure. I dash forward, and I attack.
Okay. Danny, you're breathing so heavily into that microphone.
Sorry.
So I'm going to
I was
action
reading.
surge as well. So that gives me a third attack.
Okay, that's a hit. 17 piercing damage. That's a hit. 20, so that is
40 damage.
40 damage. Ooh, yeah, okay, that'll do. That'll knock him down a peg. Push, push, push.
1 sec. Second wind lets me.
Second wind is heal.
Oh yeah, it's heal. That's fine. It's been a while since we've had to do this, so I had to remind myself what things were.
Yeah. Action surge is the
Yeah, which is what I've
extra
just burned. So. But yeah,
Okay.
My brain was like, ooh.
So you're done. Is now their go. Right. Okay. So. Let's see.
I know what these guys can do because I just used them in my campaign. Level 9 spellcasters.
Okay, so they are going to cast Time Stop.
I knew you'd do that. I knew it. That's what I did.
You briefly stop the flow of time for everyone but yourself. No time passes for other creatures while you take 1d4 plus 1 turns in a row, during which you can use actions and moves normal. The spell ends if one of the... So what's the distance? You briefly stop flow of time for everyone but yourself. There's no radius to it.
It's 1,000. Yeah,
1,000 feet.
It's literally you just stop time.
Yep. Okay. Okay. I'm assuming the building would stop burning then. I guess. Or wouldn't carry on.
Yeah, it would continue burning. It's just for people just like freeze.
No time passes for other creatures while you take 1d4 plus 1 turns in a row, during which you can use actions and move as normal. The spell ends if one of the actions you use during this period or any that you creature during this period. Effects that you creature affects creature. The objective being blah blah blah. In addition, the spell ends if you move to a place more than 1,000 feet from the location where you are at. Okay, so everybody's going to take a DC 18.
DC 18 what?
What is it based on actually?
No, it's not that. You don't. There's no spell save here.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's
Okay.
not saying anything to be saved, it just says time stops.
Okay, right, yep. So time stops. You guys are currently frozen in time. This then happens. I'm not sure if you are aware.
Roll your d4.
Okay.
And are they both casting this, or just one of them?
They're gonna both cast it.
All right. So you get to roll 2 then.
Five plus 1, so 6, 7. So seven turns.
Hold on, is that not one?
No.
So one gets 2 turns and one gets 5 turns?
Yeah, one
So
gets 2
seven-
and one gets 5.
Yeah. Okay. So they both then cast because
As soon as you cast anything to affect any one of us, the spell stops. You know that, right?
yeah. So they're going to Well, what's this one? Mind blank.
Back to meta.
Do it to Danny. Do it to Danny.
Mind blank.
You make me think that one of these looks like Gregor again, and I swear to fucking God.
That says one willing creature you touch there. You will not be willing. You'll not be. Globe of invulnerability. Invisibility. Mislead.
Pick a spell.
There's so
You
many of them.
can pick 5, Danny.
There's so many of them. Okay. I feel like illusionary assault. The cultist cast Mirage Arcane without expending a spell slot. This allows for extensive manipulation of environment, creating complex illusions.
I think not to help you out here, Matt, but I think they'd probably both cast mirror image, wouldn't they?
I was thinking more the fact of them teleporting out of there and sort of.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, just sort of teleporting out. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll do that. I'm gonna teleport out.
Teleport.
Teleport out.
Teleport.
Boosh. As they teleport out, the time start, and Danny breathes really heavily into the microphone.
Sorry, I was laughing at you. I'm like, laughing at you saying teleport.
Teleport. The fire starts. Falashil starts trying to push into the room. Yutunda comes out with some water and starts running towards the fire to throw it onto the front. Lance, Galandra, Arno, you hear the screams of these children coming from behind you. You notice that obviously from the people behind you aren't there anymore, and yeah, so you've got to save the children now.
We have to, or we get to choose if we do.
Yeah, we get to choose, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That's
you can
fine.
try and save the. You can try and save. Okay, no, you can if you want. Leave the children to burn in the house if you want.
Excellent. No, Arno. If it's Arno's turn, Arno will literally be like he'll sort of back up maybe 5 foot or something, and he'd like collapse to the ground and like hold his head in his hands, like he's just not acting. He's just doesn't know what's gone on, and he starts like just like having a panic attack.
Okay. Danny, stop it, man. You're just all I'm doing is hearing you
Sorry.
breathing. Put the microphone
Sorry,
away from your
Move your
mouth.
mic away from your mouth.
Just move the light from here to there.
I can't, your camera's
There
on,
you
so
go.
I can't see what you're doing.
Pardon? No, I'm joking.
You're like, move it from here to here. I can't see what you're doing.
God. Right. So there's no turn order anymore. You can just sort of kind of do what you need to do. It's basically trying to get into that room. I'm just going to roll some dice to see if the water is extinguished. It is not. From the water does not extinguish the fire. I'll give you.
going to run as fast as he can and try and barrel through the front door.
Okay. With the fire there as well.
Ceramic.
Yep.
Just
Do you
straight
have-
through. So
Do you have resistance to fire?
I do not, from memory.
Okay. All right. So give me a strength check, and then you might get some fire damage. Well, you will get some fire damage.
If I'm doing it with a run up, can I get advantage on that strength check?
Yes, you can.
Well, that's isn't it?
You charge against the wall. The fire sort of breaks you, hits you back. You take 8 fire damage.
Stop taking damage. For fuck's sake.
Oh, nice. You've got create water.
Yeah.
Yes,
So Calandra sort of kind of just
it's my speciality throughout this
tuts
whole
at
campaign.
the
Fire, let me get in.
as both the paladin and the Echo Knight
Frozen light.
bounce off
Make way.
bounce off the doors. She creates she makes it rain, purple rain, and puts the fire out. You
It makes it rain wine. Sorry.
She makes it rain. Yutuda sort of
Makes it
kind of
violent.
pushes through the door and grabs the children who are crying and screaming, and she basically sort of kind of gets them and starts to sort of kind of ease their sorrows.
As soon as I did that, I'm going to go back up to Arno.
I take my cloak off and wrap it around the children.
Tharival walks up to Arno and offers him his hand and apologizes. But he was running out of ways to make him see sense.
Arno, you can notice Arno's like not paying attention to you. He's like in a spiral of like, like this with his head in his hands and just.
We can't
just
see what you're doing.
We can. Can you not see him?
No, his camera's off for me.
I can see it.
See him.
Hello.
I can see everyone but
I'm not-
Lex.
I've not been able to. Oh, now I can see you. I'd like.
Now
I'm
I
not
can
able- I
see
thought
you.
You had your camera turned off, like just because.
lucky.
No, I've got it on. Had it on the whole
Oh,
time.
no, I've only just seen you now. Hi.
Oh,
I
hello.
didn't know what you were doing, and you like move your mic here to here, and I'm like, I can't fucking see you.
No, Arno's like,
I think I've got something to snap you out of it.
Yeah, it's called
Smack him in
waving
the head.
hand.
In Galandra's case, it's called.
I've got something that bestows hope and vitality. That might help.
Backhand of truth.
the
Okay.
backhand of truth.
The backhand
Bottle
of
of-
truth.
bottle
The
of wine.
backhand of truth.
Stop
Recipe for the
slapping me.
face.
Okay, so
So you comfort me and like help me to my feet eventually. I'm just really like shell shocked.
Baby
Are
burner.
you?
Baby burner.
I
I'm
asked
like
you.
I'm
Wait,
now
is it-
looking
What have I done?
looking at the house and seeing the. Did you say the kids have been?
yeah,
brought out? Were
the
they
kids are out. The kids are out. Yeah.
I'm like beside myself that
Unfortunately.
I've set that building on fire.
As you're sort of kind of you're sitting there, Bartholomew starts sort of showing off some sort of little magic tricks and stuff to try and keep the children sort of entertained. Val, what are you up to?
They're not having my snow globe, I'll tell you that much.
You gave that away. You gave that snow globe
Yeah, I
away.
did a long time ago.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm
Val's
gonna
still
check
trying to get
kids
in the
see if
door.
They're injured at all. Yeah, I'm still knocking on the door. Like, hello,
Hello.
Hello.
it's me. No, I'm gonna check on the kids, see if they're all right and they aren't injured at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna pat Arno on the shoulder and say, "It's okay. Every time there's fireball, something like this happens. It's a curse."
Yutuda sort of kind of sort of nods her head at you. You obviously know her from the Battle of Silkside. She pats you on the shoulder and makes her way up to the rest of the party. Lance, are you standing there? Are you with the rest of them?
Yeah.
Or
I'm with the kids.
are you with the kids?
Arno, while Katunda's walking up, Arno will just start sort of walking around and looking up, and he'll start shouting, "Give me, give me!"
So she comes up to you and she
Wait, she's
said
still here?
no.
Oh.
Yutuda.
It wasn't her, was it?
Yeah, Yutuda. She says, what troubles you, young halfling?
I'd just ignore her and just keep shouting, "Kibby."
she said, she says, this person you're looking for is not here. You have been manipulated by the Veil Walker cult. This place is cursed, and you have been one of their victims. Please settle down.
It'll just be like breathing heavily, and I guess eventually.
She says. She sort of looks at me. She says, "These children are safe. What you did is not your fault. These creatures of darkness infest this land, infest this realm, and I was sent here by the Lord Bahamut to deal with them. I am glad that he has sent me more of my comrades to help."
But he is who brought us here in the first place.
Sorry, say that again?
I'll say that Bahamut is who brought us here in the first place, wasn't he?
I hope so. I needed the help. She sort of kind of laughs quite heartily at that. You came just in the nick of time. This infestation is getting out of control. We need to deal with this and their master quickly before it takes its root in this land.
Arno will try one more time and just shout Kibby. Does he literally, like, he has no response in his head, or
roll me I'm trying to think this, because how did I do this? Okay, no, because so you can roll me a perception check.
okay. Nat 20, baby.
Fucking
Get
hell.
so many nuts.
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
You hear
Genuinely the reverse Val.
Yeah.
you hear Kiri screaming, but you hear like that muffled sound still there. It's like she's trapped somewhere, and she's trying to get out, and she's sort of asking. She needs you to help her. She can't sort of escape.
I think what Arno would actually do here is he would take out his ring and use bottled respite and basically disappear in front of the whole party. So he will basically transport to his safe haven to see if he can commune with her there. And I guess if still not, then
Okay.
he would he'd
Okay, so you take out your ring to the shock of everybody else and sort of kind of just disappear into thin air. You find yourself in your sort of kind
in
of
my vessel.
in your
My
vessel,
demiplane.
your demiplane. You find yourself in your demiplane. You spend what seems like an eternity trying to find her in there. You come into one of the sort of antechambers, and within that chamber is a another vessel that you've not seen before. It's like a it's a bowl, but it feels it's made of shadow. It's hard to explain. It's a bowl, and it's made of shadow, and it's filled with this sort of dark viscous liquid in the center of the room. It's sort of like it's not on a plinth. It's just there, and it's just hovering there.
Wow. Okay. Shit, what would I do? What if I get close to it? Does anything happen? Like
you hear her screams coming from that vessel.
I will try and touch the vessel, like hold the bowl and peer into the liquid.
As you touch give me a wisdom save.
No. Why always wisdom? 11.
As you touch the bowl, you hear Kiri's voice. It doesn't sound.
It is Kivi, by the way.
Kivi, sorry. Yeah, Kivi. I hear Kivi's voice, and it sounds that honeyed sort of beautiful sounding voice says, "My love, you need to find me. Leave these people. They are here to deceive you. This whole thing is a ruse, not a ruse, is a deception. Come find me."
Okay.
You did touch the ball.
I did touch the ball. Am I
Never
hearing that, or like what's my? Have I essentially been charmed again to believe that wholeheartedly, or is Arno sort of free to interpret?
I'll tell you what, I'll give you advantage on it because you've just come out of it. I'll give you another roll. You can have another wisdom save roll. Yeah.
5.
Yeah. So you have this sort of like little inner fight amongst you within your head, but you if you believe or what you believe outside is real or not, but your sort of kind of main drive now is to find Kivi.
Sure, find her, but like, I don't know how likely he would now naturally believe that he needs to leave his party, considering they've just snapped him out of this.
I know, but you've touched a magical bowl and failed twice in your
wisdom. No, I'm just looking for guidance from you, like to if genuinely if that's going to drive me now.
I don't think there's any rationale behind it. It's literally a case of your brain's being manipulated, and you.
Fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
When he goes into this plane, is his body like physically kind of still in that area, and it's like
he just disappears.
I'm
it's like
completely
a portal.
gone. All that's left is my ring on the floor.
All right, so it's not like the whole, Lord of the Rings ring where it's
no. It's like I'm in that vessel. I'm in the ring but in the ring there's like a demi-plane that I'm transported to. But my ring stays physically there. So I guess at that point, oh Jesus. Okay. Well, how would the party react to me just disappearing?
So I'll go with that. So he disappears and the ring just sort of drops to the ground in front of you.
Ooh, a ring.
My precious.
I've always wanted a Prince Albert.
Oh, God.
Let's not go there.
That would be hilarious. It's like, I want to use my Tharaval. I want to use my vessel. Okay.
Was that a reference to
the children? Not in front of the children.
So you Tuda sort of kind of steps back and goes, "What is this devilry?" Anybody else
He
saying
disappears
anything?
a lot.
Sorry.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't think I'd be surprised by this.
I
don't
know
know.
Bart. I think Bart
we've seen
is
him sort of
Bart's aware, sort of like I think he's gauged what he is. From what I understand from previous encounters and stuff, I think Bart will say, you know, your bard friend is not what he seems. I feel that he has another vocation potentially in the magic arts. I would say a warlock if I was to. It is a warlock, isn't it? Is it a warlock?
Yeah.
Yeah, a warlock. If I'm not mistaken, and that, my friends, will be his vessel. And he points down. I'm assuming, and he sort of kind of, from his deductions of what's happened, he'd sort of explain that he probably has a patron. He's not sure. I mean, he assumes that this patron is called Kivi, from the the name that's sort of come out now and again. What she is or what she does, you're not sure.
I'll say. So, do we need to keep it safe?
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. He says obviously that vessel is where he resides, and it wouldn't be prudent just to leave it in the ground.
Can I put it in my glandra bra, or will I be like?
He just appears
Oh
holding
yes,
Glenn.
please put it in your bra, please.
Room with a view. Room with a view.
Or would it be like? Does he like? When you come out of the vessel, is it like you're gonna appear next to the ring, or do you come out of the ring?
Because then you put it in your bra and I come out, your bra is popping off you.
I don't know, man. She manages to fit
Very
a lot
big
of
bra.
stuff in there.
Yeah.
Everything
You'd be
seems to be
afraid
able to
of
go
that.
in there.
Or my head will just poke
She's the
out your boobs going, "What's
She's the
going on?"
equivalent. Her bra's the equivalent of like an RPG backpack. You can literally put everything in there. You
Yeah,
know?
like Starfield.
sad.
It's the
Yeah.
gland-
You can
it's
just
the
keep on
glandra
putting
bra
stuff on it.
holding.
Yeah.
It's the glandra
think I
bra
can see it.
holding.
I swear to God, there was like I had weapons in there and all sorts at one point. I think when we were like in the prison, I can't remember now, but yeah, I remember putting all sorts in there.
Okay, so the ring.
Which I'm putting a spear out.
I'm assuming you're picking up the ring then, Galandra.
Like a
It's,
magpie.
it's probably shiny, so yeah.
Okay, so you pick it up. Are you putting it in your pocket? Are you putting it on your finger? What are you doing?
Or would I? From what he's just said, knowing it's a vessel, would I know that he's obviously going to appear from that?
Well, yeah, I
whenever
think
he
Bart
does it?
Bart would sort of say to you, obviously, if he's in there and wants to come out, you might not want to put it on your person where that may be uncomfortable for you both.
I would do I have a backpack? Do I have like some sort of satchel? Do you all have that? Like just generally?
He
Or
says
can I put
to you, would probably just put it on your finger or on your person. So if he does return, that he comes out unmolested or
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna like tie it to like the top of my satchel or whatever I've got on. So then when he appears, it's like I'm giving him a piggyback, or he sat on my shoulders like a kid.
Okay. Right.
Dignity? What's that?
Right. So the Yatuda sort of says we have a very long journey ahead of us, my friends. There is much to be done in this area. This infestation needs to be rooted out, and their master needs to be dealt with. Otherwise, this could spread, and the corruption will take this land from the inside. she sort of explains to you what the Veil Walkers are. Valashil, you will know about them through Augury, because she's a dream walker. So she was a dream walker, and the Veil Walkers were basically they were like an offshoot of the Dream Walkers, who basically came who wanted to use their sort of kind of powers to sort of kind of to sort of see people's minds and stuff for their own sort of malicious and what's the word? Another name for sort of bad things. Anyway, sort of doing bad things in people's minds, their own sort of Machiavellian sort of machinations. And so they went off and formed a cult called the Veil Walkers. Now, the Veil Walkers, in their psychic coven, or what's a group of, is it a coven, I guess, or a conclave or something like that,
A conclave.
Yeah. They have started to create a creature called the Whispering Veil. This feeds on the cult basically harvest people's memories and feelings. She says she asks you if you no doubt had bad dreams when you were in this area, and she says that they feed off the emotions created from dreams and encounters. This in turn feeds the Whispering Veil that grows stronger. If it grows too strong, then what is an effect, a charm that can potentially be broken, is irreversible, and the whole land will be in servitude until it has drained the entire essence of everyone's being, leaving husks, emotionless zombies in the area.
Ouch.
She also says that it sort of it can manipulate, it can deceive, it can, as you know, the cultists have created forms of people you know. They've created they can create quite complex illusions, and can make you believe horrific things, as your halfling companion found out to his detriment. You therefore have to be very careful about who you trust and what you see, because everything isn't what you what's the word? What's that saying? What you see? What the fuck? What is it saying? Everything isn't as it seems. Yeah, everything isn't as it seems. You will see warps in time. You may find yourself in similar situations, but you need to be always challenging everything. As soon as you let your guard down, then you will be taken and drained. Be careful, especially when you sleep.
I'm good.
I'm good. No, Val asks her, is it too late for the village people?
She says the village, and she sort of kind of points to the children and some other, from the other buildings, you see some adults coming out with some other children. I have tried to save as many of these people as I can. Unfortunately, most of the village has succumbed to the cultists, or it has been infiltrated by them. There are innocents left, there are innocents left, but the longer we dally, the less chance there is for any more to come back. These children's mothers and fathers will be nothing. Zombies, husks of human beings if we not deal with them soon.
How far away is this threat?
It's the
Like,
village.
where
It's the village you came from.
Oh, so they're literally just there.
Yeah.
Why did you say we have a long journey then?
Because it's not just the village you have to deal with. It's dealing with the cultists and the the Whispering Veil. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything in this Whispering Veil that we could sever the head of?
End
it all.
She says, it is, and she sort of, she looks at Lance and she says, you were present in the southern, the Balinese city of, Waterside, weren't you, Ranger? She doesn't know you've changed, so she just calls you Ranger.
I smile and nod.
And she says, you were aware of what happened in that town.
I nod sadly and said yes.
Yes, she says, this creature is similar to what they call the false Hydra. It is not something that that makes you forget those it has devoured, but more that it devours your memories, your feelings, and can manipulate time or your perception of time. It is far, far more dangerous.
Does it actually have a physical body, though?
It will manifest a destroyable I guess body, but it is more essence than it is physical creature.
Destroy the vessel to at least weaken it, but I
To
think
kill
Bartholomew will need to do a lot of research around this one.
Bartholomew sort of kind of seems quite happy with the idea of being able to do some research on that.
Oh, damn, he's going to have to read more books.
Yeah.
Whatever will he do?
Yeah. Okay. So, anything else anybody wants to talk about, or a bit more information they want to know, or?
Do we have any indication of where we're looking for the root of this?
She nods her, and she shakes her head, and she says, "Unfortunately, all I know is that of the infestation in this village, and I have spent my time trying to save its villagers. I have no leads on where this creature resides or how far its tendrils reach in the land."
I turn to Tharavel and I say, obviously we were separated for a while. Is there anything that you saw that we could maybe try to use to find some more information?
Not myself, but Bartholomew said he'd seen a strange figure at the apothecary. We believe what was it? We believe that the apothecary was selling or giving.
Brian.
What?
Brian.
Brian. Was giving the villagers a potent serum of some sort to cloud their memories and their mind.
So maybe we need to pay a visit to the apothecary if he's still there. Possibly he may be able to enlighten us a little bit with a little persuasion.
I would say that's a good place to start.
Danny, come on, man. Over here.
Sorry.
Yatuda, will you be joining us, or will you be staying to minister to the people?
She says somebody has to stay here to protect these people. I know that you are here and you can help. If I leave them and one of the cultists know where they are now, I need to reside here to protect them. My training has given me an edge on their charms. I can protect these people. You need to root out the evil from its stem.
Well, I guess we have to go and talk to an apothecary, and see how willing he is to cooperate.
Right. Okay. Anything else? Arno, what are you doing in the...
I will, if that's been sort of sufficient time that I would have had in there, I'd just have to obey the thing. So what would happen is I would, come out of my vessel, sort of maybe slightly be a little bit surprised as to being up so high on top of Galandra. But then Arno would heed the words, and he would immediately try and grab the ring and cast Dimension Door.
Okay. So
the only thing here is that this will obviously teleport me 500 foot away and out of sight of everyone, but I have a feeling that Bartholomew will probably have counterspell. So if he senses me casting something, is that something that he might try and stop me doing? That is the only chance that I see that this doesn't happen.
So I guess you would appear, if you're trying to get the ring first, then I guess that would be a chance for Galandra and Tharaval, who are there to try and react. See, first,
because I've just been having part of the conversation.
Oh, are you? Where?
I must have walked back from the children because I've been taking part in the conversation because you were addressing me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, you were down. I'm just saying where people were sort of kind of situated. I'll give you. I'll just give it as is because I want to have there be some sort of he could escape. If all three of you are there, it's going to be less likely. So I'll give it. So you're going to appear.
I mean, I tied the ring to my backpack, so
I'll give.
There's that.
Yeah. If he changes, if he goes Dimension Door, I doubt it really matters. It's just going to sort of take it with it.
I just have to hold my hand over the ring.
Yeah. So I will give Glandra and Tharaval a chance to react. As in, you see him appear. So both give me a perception check and see if you see him appear.
Well, I'll fucking feel him.
Well, I think that they'll see me appear, but they won't assume that I've fallen under any negative effects. Then. Will they?
Okay, I guess would be okay. So, yeah, granted, you'd see him appear. Then it would be a insight. So, you both give me an insight to see if you feel like yeah, Galandra. Yeah, both of them are aware that something's up. I'll probably need an insight from Bartholomew. Let me just do his.
He's like, magic detection's insane, so he's going to be like, yep, definitely.
Okay, so Bart Core, where's his what do we want? That's his insight. 18, yeah, okay, so he's aware there's something odd as well. So all three of them okay, so Galandra and Tharaval, you can give me a dexterity check to see if you can sort of try and grab the ring before he grabs it. and then I'll give if you fail, I'll give Bartholomew one try.
So just a dex save then, yeah.
Dex check. It's not a save.
Yeah.
It won't be a save.
So what's a dex check then?
Just do acrobatics or sleight of hand. Sleight of hand, probably, isn't it?
Acrobatics would have been better, but
Well, if there's difference in it. Yeah, 24. Guess you can roll me a dex. Arno got a 9.
I only got a 9.
Yeah, okay. So, Tharval literally sees you going for the ring and snatches it before you have a chance to grab it. I guess go from that point there. They know
Okay.
they're aware that there's something up with you.
All right. I think at this point I would actually just leave the ring and try and cast Dimension Door without it.
Okay. So you sort of leave the ring. Bart then will he will try and counterspell you, I guess.
And it's a level. If he does have counterspell and you feel that's what he would do, I think he probably would, wouldn't he? At this point.
Yeah.
And it is a level 3 spell, so it would just. I wouldn't succeed at all.
Okay.
And I'd blow my last spell slot, so I'd just be. You'd start seeing sort of purpley black smoke originate around me, and my eyes sort of, and then Bart would just be like, "No!" But I'd be like, "Fuck!"
Poor Arno's just like constantly charmed. Bless him. He
I know,
doesn't-
this sucks.
Because he doesn't meta though. He just plays his character as his character, and that's good. So he kind of does stupid things sometimes. So it's just like, this is what it is.
The bard who doesn't charm but is charmed.
the thing you get the nat 20s whenever like it's against other people, but like whenever it's going for you, it's like
I know.
Okay, so Yuluni,
So I'll be kind of exposed at this point, like sort of stunned. So I guess everyone would have a round of whatever to.
Yeah, so you're aware you've grabbed the ring. You're aware that he's tried to escape. You're pretty sure he's under the spell. He's under a spell again. So you can use your whatever your backhand of
backhand of truth
if you want the backhand of truth if you want. Snap out of it, man.
Galandra's usually pretty good at it.
Galandra smacks him across the face. Just before she does so, she shouts Veritas.
Balashil hasn't backhanded anybody yet, so.
Can I roll a dex save?
Yes, you can. So, all right. So, I guess you've got to. Are you going to try and backhand him, or are you going to try something else?
I'm trying to play to. I don't know what my fucking strengths are, but.
No, dude.
You know what's ironic? You could make this check and then use the bardic inspiration that I gave you to.
I don't know if I would. What is bad? I know you cast it on me, but I don't know what the fuck.
Does it not need Does the bardic inspiration not need concentration?
No. So bardic inspiration, as a bonus action, a creature other than you within 60 feet that can hear me gains an inspiration die of 1d6. For 10 minutes after that cast, the creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So it depends whether it's been 10 minutes or less or more.
I was gonna ask if it's been 10 minutes or not, because the thing that I cast means that you can't be charmed if you're within 30 feet of me, and that was.
Oh, but I wasn't. I was on a demiplane.
Yeah, but you're here now.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you're within 30 feet of me now.
He is charmed, so it's not like he can't be. It's the sort of wording of it. He is charmed.
It's a saving throw once you're in the circle. I think I call it on my thing.
What does it say?
It's a saving throw once you're in my circle.
Have you put it on the
That
screen?
was-
Oh yeah, Aura of Purity.
It
Okay.
was up. It was
Each non-hostile creature in 30 feet radius center on you, including you. Purifying energy radiates from you and the aura within 30 feet radius until the spell ends. The aura moves with you. Center on you. Each non-hostile creature in the area, including you, can't become diseased, has resistance to poison damage, and has advantage on saving throws against effects that cause the following: blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed. So it's just advantage. He's already failed to save, so he's
Right,
I'm
okay.
already.
he's already failed to save.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll
I don't know
backhand-
if
I'll
you.
backhand and then use the point. I like slapping people, so yeah. I'll just fucking wallop him one around the face.
Okay, try and
I'm not
back.
one for slap. I'm not one for slapping though, so it would probably be a punch. Not gonna lie. I'm not like.
Well, you did try to
I'm
headbutt.
gonna-
You did try to headbutt him before, so you know I wouldn't expect any less.
Yeah, that's probably it's probably a punch more than a backhand. I'm not a backhand kind of person. What do I have to like? Is it like I hate these damage
It's
rolls. Is it
strength.
just a
It's
random
strength
damage or what?
plus your proficiency, I think, for just a normal.
Okay.
Well, you just roll attack, I guess. Right?
Yeah, everyone says just roll attack, but I don't know what the fuck just roll an attack is. I don't have
Roll
just random
unarmed
attack.
strike. So it's
I don't have that.
It's D20 plus your proficiency plus your strength modifier.
D20 plus proficiency plus strength.
Strength modifier. So 15 plus you've got what's your strength modifier? It's the little number beside your strength. 1. So 16
1 plus 4.
plus
So 20.
20, yeah. Which is more than enough to hit your AC.
Yeah, but do I get a dex save or anything like that?
Well, no, because it's sort of rolled
Punching
into
it.
it's rolled into the hit, isn't it? If you don't hit the AC, then you don't make the AC, then Ichi wouldn't have hit you. It's sort of like, you know, if you
Okay, it's
Get
just
the
like
dodge just another one
in the previous in the previous times, like you were giving me a perception to see if I saw it coming, and that's fine. I don't mind if you want to move this along. And,
yeah,
and
I
get
don't
me out of this.
I don't want to overcomplicate it. No, she just sort of slaps you in the
All right,
face.
if she knocks me out,
Yeah, she
well,
knocks
do
you
I
out.
have to do a whiz save then, or will we just assume they keep doing this repeatedly, punching me until I?
No, you know, see, because there's no, it's because you touched the ball in the thing. So she knocks you out. You're sort of unconscious at this moment in time. You can sort of come round. Maybe Galandra sort of kind of makes a little sort of bit of water and drips in your face to sort of waken you up. You sort of come round and the party are sort of surrounding you. So we'll stick you in the middle here with everybody sort of bush, once over there.
Okay, so do I remember the bowl and what it said to me?
Yeah,
And
so you can say you sort of you know there's a you know that Kivi's in trouble. You think she is trapped within a vessel within your vessel. Yeah, carry on from there, I guess.
So I'll know that voice that told me that I have to leave them and find her. I'll know that was a falsehood then.
I'm not sure if you'll remember it, to be fair, because it's all about feeding on memories and things like that. So you'll just sort of wake up surrounded by people not 100% sure what's happened.
Yeah.
With a sore face.
With a sore face.
Yeah.
And Galandra's smiling at you.
Which should really freak you out on principle.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What happened?
I punched you because we believed you were under a charm again.
What do you mean
And I'm not-
again? I'm not under any charm.
Yes, you were.
Intuda turns to you and says, my friend I will direct you to your last stint under the control of these creatures, and she points to the building that is sort of smoking still, and the sort of kind of children sitting underneath one of the trees and stuff. This is these things feed off your memories and feed off your emotions. You will feel a lot of confusion. You may not know what is going on, but you must trust us. Know that we are telling you the truth. You have been controlled once more by these creatures. What happened in there? What is this ring? You must be straight with us now.
Can I roll insight?
Yes, you can roll insight. Okay, what are you trying to...
So Arno would just get a read on whether she seemed like whether he would trust her. I think with the 17, he maybe would be more likely to be trusting. He kind of sees being surrounded by everyone, doesn't really have a way out, and does he remember what happened in going into the vessel? And
I think you remember going into the vessel. You remember basically being distraught at the because of the kids. You remember? Ah, he's back.
Hey,
how's your neighbor?
Not good, but ambulance is here and they're taking care of it. So,
shit.
Yeah, just like anemia, really weak and stuff. But yeah,
I think there's something similar going on with my neighbour. She was in hospital last week, and she's only just back there today.
Yeah,
should you used one of your spells, like
I should have done. Yeah, and just ended it. Yeah, just like
well,
sorry.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
That got dark quick. But yeah, so you've missed out on a bit. Arno feeling slightly distraught at the loss of Kivi, what he thought was Kivi, and the destruction of the building, which was on fire. Oh, you didn't even get that part at all.
No, I basically fireballed and set a building on fire with children inside.
Yeah,
but not realized.
Yeah.
And then
why wouldn't
they turned out to be these Veil Walker archmages that teleported away. But
both Gregor and his friend.
So basically, Gregor and Selena turned out to be what they call Veil Walkers, who are counterparts to what used to be one of Valashul's sort of girlfriend, lover, was a dream walker, and they're sort of kind of the opposite to them, the sort of the yin to the yang. Or the other way around.
So it wasn't the real Selena, it was a fakie.
No, it wasn't. So Arno was a bit distraught, walking around shouting Kivi, her real name, and when he didn't get a response, he basically went inside his vessel, his ring vessel, which is his like a safe haven demi-plane where he normally communes with her. And Bartholomew had explained to Itunda and the party on his theories that Arno was in fact not just a bard but a warlock, and this was his vessel, and I likely have a patron, which is probably Kivi. So you've kind of resolved a little bit of mystery, allegedly.
I wasn't even here.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. Blowing the case wide open.
We made the assumption that's what you would do when you were asking questions, because you already had sort of kind of views on it, so you sort of you kind of made
it was like I spotted the crystal shenanigans in the temple, didn't I?
Yeah. And then I tried to escape, teleport away, and you counterspelled my dimension door.
So he goes
And-
into the vessel. He finds basically a sort of another sort of like a shadow vessel with this sort of kind of viscous liquid in it, and a screaming. He hears the screaming of Kivi in it. He touches the bowl. He failed his wisdom save. He got controlled again. He's come out of the ring, which is currently tied to Galandra's backpack. He's then tried to grab the ring. Tharavol's grabbed it before he did. He's then tried to teleport away. You've counterspelled and stopped him from doing it.
And classic use of counterspell.
Yeah, and Galandra has repeatedly punched me in the face, knocking me out and snapping me out of the charm.
Well,
And
it's not just me anymore, though.
and that's where we are basically. You've all surrounded me as I've come to, and Atunda's asking for answers on like what the ring was, how I disappeared, and everything.
Yeah,
I think we can guarantee. Sorry, I think we all know which part Galandra enjoyed the most, though.
Yeah.
The cultists are a part of a cult that are trying to manifest a creature called a whispering veil, which is it's a false hydra times 10. It basically feeds on emotions. It can distort time. It's a nasty thing, and it needs to be stopped. Basically.
Fair enough.
Moment there, I wasn't sure if Conrad had walked away from the camera or thrown his shirt over it.
Right.
Can it be both?
Yeah. And so he's now Yatuda's sort of Intuda. Sorry, it's a silent Y. Intuda is trying to get answers off him.
Okay. Need to be making use of my portent ability as well. So when I finish a long rest, I should have rolled 2 d20s and recorded numbers, and I can use those to swap out people's attack rolls or ability scores.
Ah, right.
Like,
Okay.
Next time.
That's
yeah.
good. Well, were you earlier? All right. So
Well.
So she's asked me what the ring is. Yeah.
Yeah. She's asking what is this? And she's sort of slightly, she's slightly concerned, obviously.
Arno will he'll sense through his role that she doesn't mean any harm, but he still has gone his whole life, in this very secretive about this whole thing, and he'll just say, the ring is my own business.
She looks at you and she says, Master Halfling, this I need to know that these children, these people, and my friends are safe with you in their party. This ring is my business. You need to be straight with us now. I can try and
Would
intimidate.
anyone reiterate your theories on what it was, or now that I'm there?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
right now,
you...
Arno still doesn't believe. He knows that everyone suspects something, but he's never said exactly what's going on.
I think Bartholomew might sort of kind of, say, look. Well, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
The game is up.
Bartholomew, I would say, some of you have got your suspicions anyway. I think Bartholomew's got you pegged. So he might maybe say something.
Fucking smite him.
Yeah,
I've had enough of this.
Yeah, Valashil's just sort of kind of warming up. He's like, it's getting ready. Lay out.
Is Arno attached to?
What's the state of the ring at the moment? Is Arno wearing it and
no?
Tharivol has it.
Tharivol has
Tharivol.
Yeah.
Barty will just approach Tharivol and he's like, "Do you mind if I just touch it for a moment? You can keep it on your possession."
And the ring.
And the ring. I just wish
Okay,
to touch Arno's ring gently, as I am a gentleman.
He wants
Give
to
it a
touch
good spit
Taravel's
on it
ring.
first.
Oh god.
And if Bart is allowed to touch it, it'll just cast Identify, and lo and behold, all its magical properties will be revealed.
Yeah. So he touches the Tharavel, sort of kind of holds it out, and Bartholomew touches it. He then sort of kind of recites off what it is. Does it tell you what is inside it or anything, or what's it identifying?
No, he's
So-
done this before, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't tell you.
So the description is basically like you choose an object that you can touch throughout the casting of the spell, which is a minute, so you'll have to be there for like a little while. But basically, if it's a magic item or some other magically imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has. If it has any,
okay.
It's probably a bit like
Yeah,
bigger than
okay.
that. So if it's like a legendary item,
So
like, I might know it's.
You'd basically find out that it is indeed a magical ring, but rather than powers, it is a vessel, and it holds some sort of teleportation for whoever is bound to it.
Yeah.
But you won't find out any more detail than that.
Yeah, you could obviously, I guess you could sort of put, you could connect the dots, knowing what you've seen, knowing that there's a patron involved, and sort of make your assumptions based on that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep a lot of it. I'll keep a lot of it underhand, try and respect Arno's privacy a little bit, but then just like sort of let on that like you can enter a demiplane or like an extra dimensional space. It's like, and it's not that complicated a spell. Like other things do this. Like you can disappear chests and bags that look bag of holding and stuff like that. It's not like it's anything absolutely miraculous.
And she said, so you, Antunda says to you, so why did you leave?
He sighs. And I had to find her. It's the one place where I can always speak to her.
Who is her?
The woman you saw before. Her name is not Selena, but Kivi. I am bound to her.
So
And
she sorry, carry on.
is, yeah. I am in parts her, and she is me. I must find her. Something is awry.
She sort of quizzically looks at you, and from what she's been told, she says, "We will help you find her, but as I have explained to your friends, this is a very dangerous place now, and everything that you see may be a deception. You have to be on your guard at all times. They will use her to gain your trust. They will use
And how
her.
did they know about her? Nobody knows.
They feed off memories and of emotions and of dreams. This whispering veil grows stronger with every sacrifice that is made. They have searched your brain and taken these from its deepest recesses, all those secrets they know. They know everything about every one of you. So we need to be careful.
He just sits in silence, pondering on the words that she said, that they know everything.
Yeah. They will use that, you've all had dreams. These dreams will have been vivid. They will have been, joyful to start with. That is because they want to feed off your happiness. They then want to feed off the sorrow and the anger that comes afterwards. All of these horrible things that come are manifestations of your worst fears and things that may come to pass if this creature does not get destroyed. They will feed off this. So you need to prepare yourself mentally and physically to deal with this monster. It will not be. Say again?
Do you have anything that could help protect our minds?
She says, she says that, if you have, if we can get any of there's an apothecary called Brian in the town, and he is quite good at making he was quite well known for making different potions and pullets and things. If we could use one of his potions and what's the word? What's the word? Brain's gone. Reverse engineer it. If we can get one of those potions that they use to manipulate people, we can reverse engineer it to find out what's in it, and then maybe use something to give you an advantage over these cultists.
One of these? Barty's got the one that we purchased last session.
Yeah. So she looks back and she says, "Where did you get this?"
From the
Ryan.
creature known as Ryan. But he's not what he seems. There's an illusion over him.
She says, "Then he must be dead." She says, we will need time to, do either of you have any sort of kind of, what sort of training would you need to sort of look at sort of, I suppose it's a magical potion in a way, so I guess you magical users could use it, could sort of kind of examine it and sort of try and pick apart what its components are. So yeah, okay. So she basically says, you will need to sort of figure out what's in it, and then we can figure out how to reverse its, or at least give you an antidote to its effects. But we can do that in the next session. Anything anybody else wants to say or do before we end it?
No, I'm good.
Nope.
Okay. Nope.
Okay. Right. Okay. So yeah, it's good that Arno, bar his actual name, is is kind of out in the open now, where it's sort of, well, mostly out in the open now.
Out of the closet.
Out of the closet, yeah.
Dragged kicking and screaming.
Dragged kicking and screaming.
Yeah, I think we've crossed a few boundaries.
Yeah.
I think he was injected by that punch to the face, wasn't he? Just the doors slam open, he goes flying out backwards.
Yep. So, like in downtime, I guess it's just going to be a case of, and if you do want to do any, so what we'll do then next week is it will be preparations to go back to the village. So it'll just be a case of in downtime in the Discord. It'll just be the T-Loss campaign RP chat. If you want to do anything, that will include sort of figuring out what's in the potion, then crafting, finding some materials to craft a.
Do we have a sample of the potion?
Yes, you've got. Yeah, you've got.
I
Yeah.
can use
we
detect
got a whole
poison,
dose.
and determine the ingredients and whatnot.
Okay, cool.
Which I think
Oh, cool. That'll speed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do that then. So we know what the ingredients are. It may be a case of that. You can get some. I'll maybe do some rolls in the Discord. You can do some bits and pieces to try and get some materials in the area you are, and then you might have to get the rest when you're back in the village.
Can I at least take a short rest before we go?
Yeah. So you're not going to go straight away. You'll have some time. Intuita will pretty much will say they won't be back straight away. We have some time for a rest, so you'll have time to have a rest.
Very good for me. Short rest's good for me.
Yeah. And then so next week we will start from after those preps. So if there's any RP stuff you want to do, talking to each other, explaining stuff, I'll maybe put a little bit more information about the cult and the Whispering Veil in there to sort of elaborate on what it is, and then we can go from getting back to the village and sort of moving on from there next week. Okay.
Sounds good.
All good. Right, nice one. Right, so that is it for tonight. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. For tonight, I've been Matt Geary. With me has been Conrad as Arnold Jerkel.
I have my mind back.
Michael is Tharval Eldon.
Good evening, everybody.
Wes is Felshel Nostius.
Not everyone.
Lek is Bartholomew Pringle.
Good night.
Mark is Lance.
I seem to be experiencing phantom burns.
And Galandra, Danny, who is now gone as Galandra Rivenstar. Bye. Or heavy breathing. There you go. Night, everybody. Bye.